Hello, this is Eulonzo, and this is the Making of REDtro.
That retro, it's got me feeling retro. I travel back through time, now it's time for me to let go.
So I guess I'll start off with the beginning. So I met R.E.D around 2014, so around 7 years ago, this month actually. I came across her Moonwalkers documentary, and if you haven't seen it, you a fool. You gotta check that out. And then I found out she did music as well. I was like, she literally is so talented. And on top of that, she's a Michael Jackson and Aaliyah fan. And for those who don't know me, I love both of them, especially Michael. And over time, I played around. We had a couple of her songs. I did a remix of her song Get Out from her LIRR project that she dropped about 2017. And basically, we've been friends ever since. Our first official collaboration was actually last year for Aaliyah's 19-year anniversary of her passing. We did basically a drill remix of Are You That Somebody, and so that was pretty cool. And then I took it upon myself to make a remix of her song No More. I asked her for the acapella around, I believe, December or January, and she gave me it, and then some days later, that was born. And so I sent it to her, and she was like, yo, we need to do an 80s project together. And I said, bet. You know, I've been doing mostly 80s production anyway for the last year, so I was like, hell yeah, of course. And the rest is history. So I guess I'll take this time to talk about the songs I was most involved in, how they were created, etc. And yeah.
I feel the change come over me. It's like I'm not so the beast in me.
So the first track is Prowl, featuring a little bit of me in the song. That is all completely produced by me, vocals and everything. And so what inspired the song was, I was like, okay, so when she brought it up to me, she wanted this project to be 80s, vintage, but also modern, basically like what The Weeknd does. So I was thinking, okay, we need a Weeknd feel type of song. And so the first thing that came to my mind was and you know, I was a little bit inspired by Blinding Lights a little bit, with the dun 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 dun. And then I sent it to her, she loved it, and then she came back with I feel the change come over me. It's like, you know, and when I heard that, I was like, this is fire. It's one of my favorite songs on the project, period. And that was just a lot of fun to make, especially the guitar part at the end and just the whole thriller werewolf inspiration that she made with this. For some reason, when I was making the instrumental, I just had this vision of something really, you know, imaginative. So basically like what she did. And so yeah, that's Proud.
Let's go back in time to you know you want to.
So the next song is 1985, which is a solo song of just me on the track. I had this idea basically kind of as far back as when the pandemic started last year. I was like, you know, I just remember the time when we could all go out and just chill, party all the time. And, you know, that was the inspiration. It's a very simple song, probably the most simple song on the project. I didn't want to make anything too complicated because this is R.E.D's project more than mine. I wanted her to shine because she's the artist. I'm more so the producer, obviously. So yeah, I took the guitar part from Psychopath by Sarah Delic and myself. Shout out to her, the queen of psychedelic. The rest is history. Obviously, this is heavily, the beat and just the whole vibe is kind of inspired by Party All the Time. Literally anyone that knows me knows Party All the Time is like one of, if not my favorite song of the 80s. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I look like Eddie Murphy according to everybody. Tito, give me some tissue. But, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it was just a fun track. I didn't want to make anything serious with my song, and yeah. Oh, and P.S. I shout out the MJ Avengers in the interlude. Shout out to the gang.
Look me in my eyes.
She's a devil in disguise. She's a devil in disguise. She's a devil in disguise.
So this track is called Live, featuring myself, Bobby G, and Sparkly L. This beat was kind of floating around between us. We didn't really know what to necessarily do with this, but then I guess R.E.D sent it to Bobby G, who is a very good vocalist. If any of y'all need a fire hook, hit him up. And he came back to her with trying to be the one I love, but never does she wanna love. She's a devil in disguise, you know, all that, and we loved it. And so Red sent the track to me with her vocals and all that stuff, and I was like, I like this song, but there's something missing. There was something missing. And so I kept listening to the hook, and you know, I just heard, try to be the one I love, but never does she wanna. I heard a female voice, like, you know, and so with Red's part, I was like, hey, you see me? I am burning feeling right there on your shoulder, so I know you never leave me. And so I was like, I could do it, but it wouldn't sound as good. I need a natural feminine voice, not a falsetto. Prince can do that, I can't do it as well. So I hit up Sparkly L, who I've worked with before on Ista Falling in Love, the 90s mix, and she got on it. She sent me the vocals probably a day or two after. I did my thing, I mixed them, and the rest was history. I didn't even ask Red if L could be on the song. I just did it because I knew that it would make the song feel just a little more complete, although it was fire regardless. But now it's even more fire with Sparkly L.
Time travel, lessons learned, feelings hurt, friendships burn, time and time again, I never learned you can't trust friends.
And I guess that's it. I hope you all enjoyed Retro. This was a very fun but stressful project to work on at times, just because we both had the pressure of trying to honor Red's father. Like I said on my Instagram post, I didn't know him very well, but just knowing Red all these years, I can tell just how much of a really dope human being, father, husband, whatever you want to call it. So this was for him. And there were times where I was like, I don't know, man, I don't know if I could do it, but I did it, I persevered. We persevered, I should say. And I'm honestly proud. This is one of my favorite things I've ever been a part of musically so far in my career. So I guess I'll end this off with thanking Red for wanting to do this project with me. Like I said on my Instagram post, you know, you could have asked literally anybody else in the world to do this with you, and the fact that you wanted to do it with me, I'm just really honored, and because I've always looked up to you as a producer and just as a creator in general. So this was honestly such a dope project to do, you know. I can't wait to look back on this 10, 20 years later and go, wow, like, we did that. So yeah, thank you for watching, and peace, love, and party all the time. Ugh.
Nice to see you. I miss you, Dad. Oh,